Good morning, morning of day 5, and I am leaving Mill Street a day later than I had hoped, but nonetheless still on the road. Ankle pretty good this morning, exact same as yesterday. I've taken some precautions. I've strapped it up again, and I've put the little insole, what they call spur pads, which kind of create a little cushion around the sole of your foot, around the heel, and hopefully will make it a little bit better. No issue so far. About a mile done at the road, heading towards the train station in Mill Street before I take a right and rejoin the trail to cross the Blackwater. Now, I spoke about the bridge yesterday, and this is the biggest structural requirement to make a continuous walking and cycle path for the Beara To Breifne Way. And a couple of years ago there was a representation to the Office of Taoiseach through various government departments who are involved in the project, and the money was secured to build the bridge. And our landlady for the last 2 nights in Mill Street, Eileen Buckley, her son was contracted and built the bridge, and I think, and I could be corrected on this, but it's 28 metres across the Blackwater at a point where O'Sullivan Beare and his followers forded across the river, which effectively meant getting into the shallow water and walking the entire way across a pretty wide, like 28 metres is not a short little walk across a fast flowing river. We're here, as I said, on the edge of Mill Street, and in the background through the trees you might be able to make out the mountains that I pointed out yesterday. That's Clara from the other side. And I do want to pull up on a few things yesterday that I mentioned. One was in terms of equipment. One of the things I didn't mention was my socks, and they are what are called 1,000 mile socks. I can't remember the exact name of the brand, but they're branded as 1,000 mile socks, and the theory is that they're guaranteed blister free. And to be fair, feet are in pretty good condition after 4 days of walking for someone who's not an experienced, by any stretch of the imagination, an experienced hill walker. It's quite happy with the progress so far. The locals have been phenomenal, and just, of course, I'm going to have to be forced to take a break here, because as I reach the train station here in Mill Street, the lights are coming on and I get a bit of a break. And luckily my dad, who's leaving me this morning, is here for a little bit of a breather, and I can have a quick chat to him before we say goodbye, probably as we get to the bridge in about a mile's time. Life must go on when you're on the road as well. This is the ford where O'Sullivan Beare and his men would have, and women and children, would have crossed the Blackwater. I thankfully don't have to do that. Let's have a chat with Michael, and he's going to tell us a bit about the history of the area.
This crossing where O'Sullivan Beare family crossed is known as the Boring crossing, which is linked to the crossing of mythology, to the crossing of the cow of milk. It's also known, tradition says, it's also known as Ahan Willing, which is the crossing of the mill, which may well link it to the local town of Mill Street, and people coming in ancient times coming to mill their wheat and corn from miles and miles around. Unfortunately, you don't have to cross and walk across or get wet, because we have now supplemented with a walking bridge, which is upriver.
That's on the other side of the... So over the Blackwater. How did that come into being?
That came into being from an initiative by Jim O'Sullivan and Castron Beare to create a waymark way on the O'Sullivan Beare route from Castron Beare to Blackline and Leitrim, and this happened to be one of the major river crossings, as well as the Shannon, of course.
Script here. And so, chapter 1.
Right, you walk now as far as Dernagree Church, which is 2 miles and a quarter from here. And the map is there actually on the church ground. There is a map there commemorating the walk. but you would go further in onto Clonbannon. But maybe the simplest way is to let you follow the map from there. You probably have a map, but
Yep.
you would have to go through some narrow roads. How far do you expect to go tonight?
Newmarket tonight, Tom.
Newmarket tonight?
Yeah.
Well, that will not be too bad.
Good,
Newmarket
good.
is approximately 9 from here.
9 miles.
Approximately.
Okay, that'll take me, what, about 3-4 hours?
Yeah,
I'm not a very fast walker now, and I'm sore ankle.
No, don't I, then your feet will be getting sore
Yeah.
and that one. And you have to head from the market down to John's Bridge. Now, I will tell you this, in the Breifne Walk at O'Sullivan Beare, there is a small plaque not far from the village of Fremont,
Okay,
which commemorates the burial of 4 soldiers belonging to O'Sullivan Beare that died there,
okay,
which I probably not in any map of you.
okay. I look for that when I'm heading to Fremont. That's
Well-
further up, right?
Maybe when you go to Newmarket, if you ask there in Fremont, where could you see where the 4 soldiers are buried? That would interest you.
Okay,
Would
I'll
it?
check that
I-
out. Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You haven't heard of that before?
No, that's the first one on me now.
That is right, yes. Well, that would be my advice. I won't go beyond that now, I'd be instructing you.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Yeah, so there you are.
It's well documented that O'Sullivan Beare took refuge at religious sites along the way, and as I walked through, I can't remember the name of the town, but as I walked through a little town on the route today, there was a church with an open door, lovely and warm, so I went in and had a spot to eat in here in the back of the church, following slightly in the footsteps of O'Sullivan Beare. I don't think this church, and it is very pretty, was here, but yeah, I've got to head back on. I'm meeting a friend Tommy who's going to join me. I've had company this morning from Mill Street with Eileen O'Riordan, and Sean and Michael also joined me for a little bit, but Eileen's been with me for the last hour. Tommy has joined me for the next probably 2 or 3 hours into Newmarket. So it's great to have the company, makes the day go faster, and everyone's feeling good. The stuff in my feet, the stuff in my shoes has worked, and yeah, it's all pretty good. So catch up with you on the road in a little while. So it's Dernagree Church is the name of the church, and there's a marker over here with information about the O'Sullivan Beare March and the Beara Breifne Way. But of more interest to me at the moment is I'm swapping partners, which sounds very dodgy. So, and I'm equal opportunities employer, so I got a filthy look from Tommy. But so Eileen joined me for this morning. We met her earlier at the bridge. Eileen you're married to relatives of O'Sullivan. So we're going to give you a heritage.
Well, I don't know. We're not.
Well, we're going to give her a bit of heritage anyway.
No, we're
And-
not. We're just there on the route.
But her family are one of the landowners who donated one bank of the river to build a bridge, which basically made this whole project feasible. So thank you very much for the company. And we're going to be joined now by Tommy, who's setting himself up for a bit of a trail. And Tommy has been brought here by his lovely wife Barbara. And if you look very closely, you might even see Aileen and Owen in the back of the car. They're going to wave. Aileen and Owen, who are old buddies of mine, young old buddies of mine, and we get to hang out. Say it again. Tell them to say goodbye again.
Say bye again. Hi, Daddy. I'm breastfeeding.
So yeah, so Aieen's wishing us a good luck. But anyway, it's been a bit of a different morning this morning. It's been all flat. Surprisingly enough, the day there's no mountains is the day I get people to come with me. Funny that, isn't it? But yeah, it's been relatively flat. It's all on roads, nice quiet back roads. We've 10 or 11 kilometres done this morning from Mill Street, and Tommy's going to join me for the rest into Newmarket. It is, I think it's Wednesday evening. Sorry, I'm going to try and not look at the camera because I'm wearing a light because it's just coming to dusk. And we're on the main road here, as you can see behind us. When I say we, Tommy is still with me. Say hello, Tommy.
Hey, dude. What's happening?
And Tommy is stone mad for speed.
Going mad for speed.
Slow down, Tommy.
Way up today.
For anyone who doesn't get the reference, it's Sminky Shorts. But there will be a few people who won't get that reference.
Written by a cockman.
Well, yeah, a few people will get it, a few people won't get it. We are just a couple of kilometres shy of Newmarket, but my contact, Con O'Sullivan, has just popped up in the car beside us, and we're just walking down to the next crossroads, where we're gonna, no, don't jog.
Sprint finish.
My ankles can't handle jogging. So, we're gonna walk down to the next crossroads, which is only about 100 yards, not even, in front of us here now. It's been a good day. I can't check while I'm talking to you. 5k from Newmarket. I think we're about 23, 24 kilometres done today. Lovely and flat on the roads the whole way, but I had company for most of it as well, which was really, really cool. So yeah, We've just finished here, and Con, as you can see, has just pulled up behind us. So we're taking a lift in. We'll come back here to start in the morning. At least I'll be coming back here to start in the morning. Tommy's bailing on me now. He's had enough.
Football.
So yeah, from the rest of us, thank you, and we shall chat to you later or tomorrow.
Adios.